sometime later. The Holy Empire of Sunbreak.
So much for arriving before sunset.
Oh, I didn't realize we were this close. Any idea what that is they built the village around?
The fallen ruin. I've heard some call it an airship. Though its flying days seem to be behind it. It's a shame, that.
You truly think a dominant's waiting for us in that village?
My scout has never given me any reason to doubt him. Which is why I think we should hurry. Come on.
Alrighty. What is that? Obelisks. Attuning with an obelisk allows Clive to travel quickly to the location via both the world map and local map. Clive need only approach an obelisk to attune with it. Okay. Louder than words. Right. Make for Lostwing. Alright, in just a bit. We are at the Orabelle Downs, and we're gonna take a look if we can see anything new. Yes, there's just one. The obelisk. Ancient relics found across Valistia. Their construction closely resembles the airships of the fallen, but unlike them, they do not appear to have fallen from the sky, rather to have stood in place since time immemorial. They illuminate when Clive approaches, though for what reason it is unknown. After once being lit, they continue to shine with the same blue glow night and day, making them ideal for use as waypoints. Okay. Oops, that was the wrong button. Actually, right button, but for too long. Ah, yeah, now we can see the area. This is the way back where we came from. There's the obelisk for fast travel. Ah, and then you could just hold over it and then X. Alright. Galton's Bales, and this is where we need to go. And then we're gonna move on. Alrighty. Is there anything I can do with this? Or...
This isn't the first time I've seen one of these. Perhaps I can use them as waymarks.
Ah, okay, that's it. Right, then let's move on, and I have a feeling there will be a fight coming, sure. And, oh yeah, and by the way, I might just skip over some little fights in between and just focus on the bigger ones, because those fightings are not... They are quite cool, but not as important to me. Alrighty, and probably not for the story, mostly. It's just to get from one point to another. What was that? What was that? Huh, weird. Alright then, yeah, we're gonna take a look around. And as you can see, there are some little things you can collect on the way already. This map is fairly big already. It's not that big, but quite big already. Oh! It looks like I'm running faster if I hold it straight for a while, and then he's going to... Yeah, he's going to run. Okay! Oh, interesting.
Figures up ahead.
But are they friends or foes?
We'll know in just a bit. I want to take a look at the house up here first. Alright, we can't go inside the house. There's nothing here. So far, I'm a little bit underwhelmed when it comes to the open world stuff. I was hoping to find some chests and loot and better gear and weapons and I don't know, but just something and not just empty houses, which we can't even go inside to. Alright then, let's go to the guys down here. And let's take a look if these are friendly. No, they are not. Or are they? Yeah, they're attacking.
Keep your distance, boy. There, boy. It's over. Over here. You know what to do, boy.
Nice, nice. Another level up.
More Waluders. Why? What is it they want?
You're welcome to ask the next ones we meet. Let me know how it goes.
Yeah. Yeah, and looks like that was actually it for this whole area. Just a few wolves and these guys and nothing else. Quest destination nearby. Yeah, we know. Lostwing, the Holy Empire of Sunbreak.
No sign of the Royalists.
Or anyone else for that matter. It's too bloody quiet. Even for this hour.
What do we do now?
First we look for my scouts. You start here, I'll circle round the back.
How do I let you know if I find him?
Good question. Shout?
Maybe just use a fireball? Would be even more subtle. Well, sounds like stealth, right?
I don't even know what he looks like.
Okay. So, right, there's the Hanged Man. Louder than words, something in here, Cutter's Gate, and 2 more places we can't go inside yet. Or 3 actually, 4, 1, 2, 3, and then we can't go here. And then a little bit to read on, or read upon. Lostwing, a settlement located in central Sunbreak on the northeastern edge of the Great Wood. Having initially found prosperity as a stopover point for traveling traders, it fell from favor when newer, better roads bypassed it and eventually fell off the map entirely. The village is built both in and around fallen ruins that the people of Lostwing claim was once called an airship. Yeah, I'm gonna keep reading as soon as we get into a new area that we know what's going on and where we are, just to have a little bit of background story, and yeah, and then we're gonna move on. Alright, what do we see? We see some glowworms or fireflies. I never know which one it is. I think it's fireflies because they're flying. And
The village can't be completely abandoned, can it?
okay, I didn't know that there's an obelisk here. I was just I have a feeling we need to fight here. It looks like it's enemy territory, right? No, not fighting. Okay. Oh, the
Mixed,
sits.
mate. I'm flattered, but let's stick to the plan, eh?
Yeah, you told me to explore. I'm exploring. I'm taking a look around.
That sounds like a child.
Yeah, so far I don't see anything else. Let's just talk to the child.
It's all right. I'm not one of them. My friend and I, we're with the Imperial Army, and we've come to help. Do you know where your parents are?
In the church.
Then I'm going to find them and make sure they're safe. Can you stay hidden here until then? To the church, then.
Well, I like to take detours, but to be honest, there's nothing here. I think I'm just gonna go to the main quest. Maybe we can find some loot later on or so, I don't know, but for now there's nothing.
This man's gonna die if we don't get into a healer.
Enough of your barking, dog!
Oh!
About time.
Stand back.
Why is he here first?
Who the hell are you?
Clive!
Well, that wasn't that loud.
Thought you weren't coming.
You still alive, Gav?
Barely. Been doing what I can for the villagers, but
I thought you were joking.
It's all right. He's with me. Is this everyone?
no, there were others. A pair of royalists came for the bearers just before you arrived.
Was a dominant among them?
Maybe. It's not like he was holding a sign.
Surprise!
I'll give you one guess where he's going. Clive, after him.
Really? This is not Assassin's Creed. But yeah, we're actually running after him.
Any word from the scouts?
Not yet, my lady, but we have the dominant's companion. It's only a matter of time before we seize our quarry.
Are we fighting her now?
Very good. And what of the others?
The bearers have been taken to Caer Norvent.
Oh. Now I
Some may still be
remember.
worth keeping
I
should
think
the
she looks a little bit
dominant
like...
elude us.
What was her name?
All is in
Aiko?
hand, my lady.
From Final
It will
Fantasy
not be
9?
spoiled. I give you my word.
Just the face and the hair and the... Yeah,
Gentlemen,
the structure, I don't know how to tell, how to say it.
my thanks. To Our Lady of the Wind and the King!
Imperials drink this piss?
Well, it would go some way to explain their breath.
Lady Benedikta! Imperials!
And instead of killing them, you lead the rats straight to us.
Mercy!
She just doesn't care if it's her own guys or not.
Look what we have here, boys. An Imperial bearer. Good. I was getting bored.
Oh yeah, we're fighting her. You gotta be kidding me. Okay. Wind. I still don't know which icon. In Final Fantasy VIII was, I wanna say, Pandemonium? And then we had Typhoon in FF7 or something? The hell is that?
Where did?
I don't remember that one whatsoever. Wait, I thought it's her.
Dance, Chirada!
How did she... What? She created a
What is that
beast?
thing? If this means what I think it does, then Sid has some explaining to do.
There, boy! Sick
Just-
of Toggle!
Oh shit. Okay, first I need to learn what she's doing, or what it is doing.
There, boy! There, boy! Get him, boy! There, boy! Get him, boy!
Ah, I missed, damn it.
Get him! Over here. Sick him, Toggle!
Oh shit.
Get him! Sick him, Toggle! Get him!
Oh, I was sure I had the right timing.
Get him, boy!
Missed her again, now goddammit.
There, boy! Over here. Sick him, Toggle! Over here. Better be on your way, Sid. Get him!
Nice.
Over here. Get him! You know what to do, boy. Over here. Sick of Toggle.
Got you. Okay. Chirada. Yeah, to be honest, it's a little bit easier with the new weapon and stuff, but I like it. Cleric's Medallion. Increases healing potency of potions by 20%. I have my dog for that for now. Toggle is healing me quite nicely. And the rest is just for crafting. Okay, nice.
You've got some fight in you, even for a branded.
How did she summon that beast? I thought she would turn into whatever she is. The icon.
Look who's here to save the day. Is this how you recruit all of your charges?
Don't recall you complaining, Benedikta.
Sid's voice actor is really cool.
Sidolphus,
Really nice voice.
remind me.
I like the tone.
Why was it that you betrayed your kingdom? I asked you a question, Lord Commander.
Why? Because I'd had enough of you and your king's antics.
And yet here you are, stealing my branded. What are you plotting?
As if I'd tell you.
Lady Benedikta, we have secured the dominant.
Always something, isn't there?
Which dominant? So there's another one. There should be 8. Although maybe 9. If Clive really has Ifrit inside of him.
Did she say where she was going?
Nope.
No.
Then we head back to Lostwing. One of the villagers may have heard something.
But we can't just...
Which is why I sent Gav. The man has a nose for these things. Trust me. So, it wasn't about bearers at all. They were looking for a dominant.
Yeah, that's right. Thought we were hiding the bastard. Like any of us would keep a monster like that under our roof. Oh, no offence.
When no one talked, they started rounding up everyone with a brand. And then everyone without one and all.
And locked you in the cellar, hoping sooner or later someone would break. You know, things might have been different if you'd accepted my invitation.
Oh, don't remind us. We were all saying the same thing.
This is our home, innit? Don't mean we won't out when we can, though.
And that, I'll drink to.
Oh, come hear the tale of Lord Dion the Bold, who's tamed worms 1,000 and slain the 10-fold. 100 full legions the young dragoon led, and watched as 1,000,000 foes turned tail and fled. His lance levels mountains, it sanders the deep. The skies over storm breaks for
Listen, Clive. Revenge won't bring him back. It won't.
13 years ago, I watched a dominant kill my brother right in front of me. And I did nothing. But now I can. I can kill the son of a bitch. And bring peace to my brother's soul. After that, whatever happens, happens.
Fate. You're content to be its slave, then?
I don't like hearing all those slurping sounds and drinking sounds. This is really annoying. I never like it. Meanwhile... Caer
This
Norvent,
radiance
the
would
Holy
have us
Empire of
believe the
Sunbreak.
Imperial host invincible. Yet here we find the Empire's cornerstone teetering on the backs of a handful of cowards and cutthroats. Well, Bahamut may lead 100 full legions. Could it be that the young prince defends a house of cards ready to topple at the slightest breeze?
Wait.
Tell me something. Why do you not resist?
Isn't this the guy Clive saw?
Within you lies the power to slay gods. The phoenix perished in your flames.
So this is...
Yet you do not fight. You do not flee.
That's the Ifrit guy?
You refuse
So
your
it's
gift.
not Clive.
Perhaps you're distracted. My offer still stands. Join us and you will be treated with the respect one of our kind deserves.
Lord Margrace, don't!
I'll give you a moment to consider your options.
You should clean that sword before you put it away.
Do be gentle with them.
Unless you want it to rust.
Clive. Wake up. Gav's back.
Caer Norvent.
One of the Empire's outlying strongholds, though apparently not strong enough to keep out the Royalists. The captured bearers are inside. I'm sure of it.
If Benedikta's orders are to stay in the shadows, she won't be traveling with many men. Meaning, she'll be keeping her prisoners together and close by.
Including the Dominant.
So, we find a way into the fortress and conjure a bit of chaos.
What about me?
Excellent question, Gav. You will wait outside the Caer and guide those I free to safety.
And miss all the fun. Why can't he do that?
Clive doesn't have your nose. He'd stumble off a cliff before he even found the men. Come on, Gav. You're the best man for the job.
Well, when you put it that way. Suppose I better scout ahead for any surprises. Don't you let him down.
I won't. All right. Shall we?
Not so fast. We wait until tomorrow.
But he's right there.
And if we leave now, we'll arrive just as the sun comes up. Maybe join the guards in breaking their fast. Come on, Clive. They only just took the place. They'll be there a while yet. We've got one chance at this. You don't want to waste it, do you?
No.
Right. The Dead of Night. It wasn't supposed to rhyme, that was just a coincidence. New stock. As the story progresses, new weapons and items will become available at the Hideaway's trading post, Karen's stall, as will new forging recipes at the Black Hammer. I was sure you told me that before.
There's someone I want you to meet.
At this hour?
He's the owner of the tavern, and our best hope of getting a decent night's kip.
Uh-huh. Alright, we have one new information about Caer Norvent, an imperial stronghold located along the southern fringes of Sunbreak territory, far from its capital of Oriflamme. It occupies a key strategic position adjacent to the Crystal Belt and is suitably, formidably fortified as a result. Within its walls, there are living quarters, a church, a gaol, whatever that is. I only know a goal. Alright, so gaol is... Oh, it's Gefängnis. So it's actually prison. Yeah, prison and jail. And now let's see how we pronounce it.
Jail. Jail.
Are you kidding? It's jail? Really? Jail?
Jail.
Yeah, jail. So, yeah. Okay, so this is the British version of this jail, I want to say. Okay, I didn't know. I would never pronounce it jail, but maybe it's Old British, I want to say, probably. Yeah, okay. And sufficient storehouses to see the occupants through a lengthy siege. We need to speak with Quinton. Just want to see if there's anything else we can do. Alright, we have a shop here. Let's take a look at that. This is just straight ahead.
What can I interest you in today?
Yeah, still words. Also words. Yep. Ah. Oh. That's quite expensive. 1,000 for meteorite. But I know we need this for some gear. 40,000 for fucking music? Are you kidding me? Idols of the Empire Orchestrion Roll. A tattered slip of parchment upon which has been hastily scrawled several bars of music and the title Idols of the Empire. The melody seems familiar, but the author is unknown. It's a new song to the Hideaways Orchestrion. Alright, then we need to remember that there is music here, because I don't even have 40k. Okay.
Keep fighting the good fight.
Let's check if we can actually go back to our hideout. This is where we are. We can. Yeah, I just want to go back to... Oh, I forgot his name. Him. Hippocrates, yes. Yeah, I want to go here every other
or perhaps
quest.
You have one.
Or at the end of every quest. Or if we see something new. Just to see if there's anything new we can learn about the lore. Okay, that was just a little bit.
What shall we consider today?
Ah, we have four different ones. So, Gav. Set's faithful scout who puts his legendary nose to work in tracking the movements of slavers, soldiers, and any other object of interest to the hideaway. The ever-agreeable fellow, only too gladly delving behind enemy lines if he can get a good story or two out of it. Attendant to Margrace. Servant of a man who goes by the name Lord Margrace. Together they travel across the Twins to some unknown end. Orabelle Downs. In southwestern Sunbreck, where the Great Wood ends, lie the secluded meadows of Orabelle. Here the soil is rich and the climate temperate, while the sloped terrain provides ample runoff for rain, making the location perfect for the growing of wine grapes. Something the residents of nearby Lostwing take very seriously. Crystal fetters. A restraining device for bearers and dominants that uses precisely arranged and activated shards of crystal to disrupt the flow of ether through their flesh. While he's wearing gloves, not quite sure if this really works, thus preventing them from priming or casting magics. So valuable are the materials from which they are made, and so rare the skill required to craft them, there are very few specimens in existence and they are only employed when absolutely necessary. Chirada. An ethereal conjuration summoned forth by Benedikta Harmon when Clive encountered the dominant of wind near Lostwing. Yeah, I knew that she's the dominant of wind, but I don't know which one. Despite their size, the creature's heavily feathered wings did not seem to hamper its movement, which was disconcertingly nimble. More so than speed, though, it was Chirada's array of powerful magics that set it apart from lesser foes. But to be honest, it was quite predictable, in a way. Yeah, it wasn't too hard, that fight. Alright then, yeah, we're gonna do this every time we have seen something new. I'm going back, we're gonna read upon it, just that we are caught up on the lore and stuff. And I wanna do this after every quest, just so that we don't have one big chunk of information, but little small chunks here and there, yeah. Alright then, there's nothing new at the Black Hammer or Karen's Toll. This is still the same, although the game told me there should be new things and new stuff. So no, we're gonna move on and go back to Lostwing. It is around the time-worn remnants of a fallen airship that the residents of Lostwing carve their meager existence, refusing to leave despite the imminent threat of ever-expanding Deadlands. Alrighty, so we need to speak with Quinton. Let's do this right away.
Oi, how about some light over here? It's black as Odin's bumhole.
Okay, that was funny. That was quite funny, yeah. They'll even use those crystals as light. Interesting. Okay, okay. So...
You're the kind man who saved Mummy. Thank you.
You are welcome. Oh, there's Quinton.
Quinton, my good man. It seems we'll be spending the night.
I thought as much. Where do you find that one?
What, him? You wouldn't believe me if I told you. Quinton here is an old friend, one who is sympathetic to our cause.
Sympathetic. And he knows about your little sanctuary. I would never have guessed so many people were bent on setting us free. When last I checked, the mere thought would earn you a trip to the gallows.
I am well aware of the risks, as I am of the rewards.
And what could be more rewarding than your very own dominant of fire?
A dominant? Here? Now that I would like to see.
Meaning you haven't?
No, but nothing passes unnoticed in Lostwing. Take your brand, for example. People will see that at once. And I need hardly tell you how they will greet the inquiries of a bearer. You are afraid your words will fall on deaf ears, as they have ever since the moment you were marked. Happily, I can provide a solution to your dilemma, as a favor to Sid, that is. Take this. You will find it has the uncanny power to loosen tongues.
Seal obtained. The Hanged Man from Quinton.
May the mothers guide you.
This might be Imperial land, but here in Lostwing, it's his word that's law.
But how?
You don't need to worry about that just yet. Trust me. Everyone in Lostwing knows what that seal means, and what it means if they don't take note. Now we can sit here counting our blessings, or put them to good use and find that dominance. Your choice.
Let's see if this thing really works.
Gather information from the villagers. Uh-huh. There it is. The Hanged Man. The seal marks its bearer as a trusted ally of Quinton of Lostwing. Aha, so we don't have to equip it, it's just a curiosity we have. So, and there are two. Let's go for the one further away.
Honored visitor, might I ask that you pray with us for the deliverance of our brothers and sisters from evil?
So why can't I? Why can't I say yes or no? Oh, what is this? The Hymns of Grieger. And thus did Grieger summon together her 270 spirits of light. 270. This is the way how we in Germany say numbers. We don't say 72, we say 270. Yeah, 270. Yeah, exactly. Funny. And tell them of the holy heralds she would send to the world below, where there was much strife and suffering, for which she wept. Rejoice, she said, for my heralds who are a part of me, and who are me, shall be as bread unto the starving, and as water unto the thirsty, and shall bring light where there is only darkness. What's going on over there? Chocobos! Chocobos. Oh, sleeping. No, you're awake.
Damn royalists. We'll need every chocobo in the valley to clear this.
Uh-huh, okay. Right, let's talk to you first.
That a hanged man I see? Master Quinton must think you're important. It was a good thing you done today, getting rid of those bastards. If you hadn't come when you did, I'd be on my way to Ash by now, along with the others. Poor buggers.
These others, was there a dominant among them? A dominant of fire?
Might have been, yeah. Royalists seem to think there was, anyhow. A thin bloke all swallowed up in his robes like one of Great Grieger's churchmen.
Do you recall anything else about him?
Or maybe this is
Only
Joshua.
that you weren't alone. Was a young maid who went wherever he did, including the church, and wherever the Royalists dragged them both off to before you got here.
I see. Thank you.
Get it, boy.
Oh, so cool. What else can we do? He had a treat, and now?
I feel good, boy.
Oh, come on, he didn't even touch it. Aww.
After it.
So we can catch treats, and you can pet him in a way. Right? Or is there something else? You can pet the dog. Yeah, I know. Oh, now he's touching him. Nice. Love it. Okay, on we go. Hello there.
Ah, Master Quinton took a liking to you, I see. And there I was, thinking you were in bed with Sid. Wonder what Gav will have to say about this. Speaking of whom, if you see him, tell him thanks for looking after us. Now, what can I help you with?
I'm searching for a dominant of fire. Gav seems to think he might have taken refuge here.
We see a lot bearers around these parts. But I do seem to recall one who commanded the flame. Now, whether or not that makes him a dominant, I can't say. But the Waluders certainly took a keen interest in the poor sod.
Did you get a look at him?
Didn't have a chance. One of the other bearers might have, though.
Thank you. I wonder if Sid's found anything.
Yeah, because so far it was not really helpful. Just that they have seen someone in a cloak, and that's it.
Tell me that scowl means you've got good news. So, a shady lad with a hood, and his equally shady lass. Not much to go on, but... I've been thinking, if our friend is a dominant, why not just burn the Royalists to a crisp? There's a reason he's holding back, and I reckon it has something to do with his partner.
What makes you say that?
One of the villagers I talked to said the two were separated. If the Waluders have her, our dominants like to think twice before starting any fires. Whoever he is, he's shown himself to have a level head. He's careful, cunning, and he doesn't want to be found. This could spell trouble. For us and the Royalists both. Still, it'll be a whole lot worse if we set off after them with bleary eyes and empty bellies. There should be a pair of pallets waiting for us back at the inn. Shall we?
Sure.
Now, about those beds.
Beds? I seem to recall your request being to spend the night. And for that, the floor will more than suffice.
Better than a wet rock, I suppose. My thanks, Quinton.
But not really
Next
comfortable.
Time you're at the hideaway, our floor's all yours.
No need for thanks, Sid. This isn't an act of charity.
You don't say.
In exchange for my floor, I shall be requiring your services.
Okay.
The Royalists saw fit to erect a barricade across the road south when they occupied the village, and failed to remove it when they left. I expect it to be gone before you leave.
Yeah, sure.
As you wish.
Shouldn't be too tough, right? The following evening. And here I am, thinking this was all evening.
Longer than expected. First time dismantling a barricade? It gets easier, don't worry.
I won't.
If we leave now, we'll arrive at the Caer when the shadows are at their deepest. Unless you'd rather wait.
No more waiting.
The road's south then? Unless...
I know of another shortcut. You should be so lucky.
Okay, this is not the right way. Hello there.
Nothing down here but dust and cobwebs. Unless you're here to help me get rid of them.
No. Wait, what's this? The mysteries of vinification. While some winemakers will remove... vinification for wine. Okay, I understand. While some winemakers will remove the skins of the grape after pressing, leaving both skin and seeds in the juice to commingle, creates a must that is better suited for extended aging, ultimately resulting in a more refined wine. Then, once the wine calms and settles sufficiently, the skins are removed, and the must is then transferred to wooden barrels of oak or chestnut, which, by allowing air to leach into the wine, impart deepened levels of complexity, introducing rich aromas and improving texture, all while lessening bitterness. Yeah, I don't care about wineries and stuff. I'm not supposed to drink wine anyways. So... oh, we have some new information about Lostwing. Presently, its obscurity serves as cover to mask its burgeoning status as a safe haven for bearers who work the nearby vineyards for Quinton, alderman and co-conspirator of SIDS. While casks of Golden Rouge aged in Lostwing's cellars provide the village with much-needed income.
Come back to me, my darling. I can't bear another night without you.
Okay.
The road here cuts through Lorbert's Pass to Caer Norvent. You're not thinking of heading that way, are you?
Oh, actually, I am. And we are.
If the Royalists were looking to take the Caer, they'd have posted sentries to prevent any unwelcome surprises. At least I would have.
Well, you should know.
Enemies ahead. Royal Mastiff.
Wrong way, friend.
You know what to do, boy. You know what to do, boy. Stab, boy. Sick of Torgal.
What are the Royalists thinking? Why take a stronghold they've no chance of holding?
When they've no intention of holding it. The king is up to something.
The king?
Well, you don't think they're acting on a whim, do you? This is one of His Majesty's cunning stunts, and he sent his best to execute it.
More enemies ahead.
This might take a while.
Sick of Torgal. Over here.
I'll tell your lady you tried. Caer Norvent. Hard nut to crack, even when it isn't crawling with royalists.
I don't care who else is in there.
Okay, that's where we're going. That's the stronghold, alright? I wanted to go left. There was something to collect.
Much as I enjoy battering down the front door, I hazard this endeavour will require a bit more tact.
There's an old sluice that empties under the bridge. It should see us through to the lower levels of the Caer. Sid. We both know why I'm here. But what is it that you want? Why would you risk your life for a handful of outcasts?
Yeah, what's his goal?
Anyone ever learned what you've been doing with their property?
They have my head in a box. But this isn't just about dominance and bearers, it's about all of us. What I want is to build a place where it doesn't matter what you are, but who you are.
sounds
We're
reasonable.
ready for a place like that. So, until it is, I use the power I've been given to show people there is hope.
Right, so we have to come back to collect what's still lurking around. If we want to collect it, of course.
So, tell me about this, Benedikta.
The best and worst decision I ever made. Don't underestimate her, Clive. A fight with her icon is not one you're likely to walk away from.
Garuda.
Garuda?
Warden of the Wind.
Quite certain I have never heard of Garuda.
Hey.
At least not in Final Fantasy. Maybe it's from one of the first titles, 1 to 6. Because like I said, I just played 7 to 10, I think, and I have finished 10, played like, I don't know, 10 hours, and then I stopped. And I'm quite certain it wasn't in 15. Right. So, that's our next objective. It is Caer Norvent. But before we go there, I'm gonna take a look around Lostwing once again. I just wanna see if I can collect what was lurking around. And then we are going back home once again, just to see if there's anything else we can learn or do. And then we're gonna move on. So, let's go back to Lostwing one more time. And then we're here. Yeah, so we know I have to go all the way around to get back here. And then over to that spot. Okay, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. Alright, yeah, just FYI, a little in between. Look at the bottom left. I thought you have to hold the button that you can use your dog, but you're just pressing it once to switch between potions and the dog. So then I can still tell him, dude, heal me, or sick, or whatever. Quite nice. So I will get rid of this one amulet that I'm wearing at the moment, because I think I can just tell my dog what to do at some point. I will get used to that. And yes, on the way there are still fights, so if you go out and come back, the enemies respawn, and you can just fight them all over again. So we could go that way. Interesting. I'm gonna go there in just a bit. Ah. What is this? Isn't this like the training spot? The training area?
It's the same as the one back at the hideaway.
Yeah. But why would it be here?
Doesn't seem to be working though.
Oh. Wait. I have a feeling we will capture the stronghold at some point, and then this will be our area. Yeah, that's what I think. And yes, I want to take a look over the bridge just to see if we can go inside or if there's anything else. So we're gonna make our way over there right away. There's something here. Oh, it's a chest. Yeah, and then there's the gate. Ah, nice. There's an obelisk. Why can't I jump over? This is not too high. This should be okay. Alrighty then. Finished with this area. Now let's go back home and see if we can learn something new. Alright, we're gonna start with this guy up here right away. Aliens. Aliens? No, aliens. Those who do not call the hideaway their home, but nevertheless lend their strength to Sid's cause. There are many in the Twins who balk at the persecution of bearers, but cannot find within them the courage to oppose it, knowing that fate awaits them should their sympathies be exposed. Others take that risk, aiding Sid's bearer liberation efforts with information sent by stolers, monetary assistance, or direct action. Quinton, the inscrutable landlord of Lostwing's tavern and the leader of the village. The Hanged Man, Quinton's tavern in Lostwing. It is very much the beating heart of the village. Not only do the villagers congregate here to eat, drink, and make merry, it is also frequented by traveling traders seeking to load their wagons with Lostwing's famous wine. The liberation of bearers. That which Sid and his allies strive to do, save bearers from slavery. To this end, they gather information about masters who most mistreat their property, that they might focus the rescue efforts on those most in need. freed bearers are brought back to the safety of the hideaway, and though many are unsure what to do with their newfound freedom, the combination of a warm welcome, warm food, and a warm bed helps to calm their cares. I hope he's not misusing those bearers later on. We don't know his goals, his end goal sits, but yeah, I hope he's not using them for a big war like bearers against the world or so. That would be bad. Airship. Legend has it that the people of the Fallen once sailed through the skies in the bellies of these ships, though all now lie shattered and silent on the surface below. The town of Lostwing is built around such a ruin. I was sure I read that before. I don't know why there was still a blue button, but okay. Or a blue circle. Marks. Emblems that Sid's allies distribute to those in their circle of trust. It is common for the rich and powerful of Bendikta to pin such marks to the bearers in their possession, that the slaves might go about their master's business unmolested. And I want to say this might be the last one, Black Widows. Unlike many arachnids, which use gossamer webbing to ensnare their victims, Black Widows prefer instead to cling silently to trees and cliffs and await the passing of an animal below, at which time they leap down and assault their prey with hooked limb and caustic spit. They prefer dark, cool environs, and as such are rarely seen in Bendikta's southern deserts. Right, and with that, we're gonna make our way over to Caer Norvent. Central Sunbreak. Once used as a stronghold, the Holy Empire has since disgarrisoned this strategic position along the neutral crystal belt and now employs it in the training of Imperial Army recruits.